What would it mean for you to finally be able to find her remains?
It would mean a lot. You know, it would mean mostly for the family.
25 years ago today, 9-year-old Erica Baker went missing. Investigators say they have a good idea of what happened to her, but they've never found her body.
And the search continues, and they say that one man knows exactly where she is. In part 2 of our series, 2 News anchor Kelley King sat down with all 3 detectives who have worked the case for a quarter of a century.
We won't discontinue searches until we find her.
It's never been a cold case, and it's continued that way.
I do not want to go here.
For 25 years, Kettering police have refused to give up on Erica Baker. She was last seen walking her dog near the Kettering Rec Center February 7th, 1999.
Why has this case meant so much to you, so much to the Kettering community?
We adopted her. One of our own was taken from us. She was like our own child.
A detective for just 4 months, Bob Green was thrust into the case from day one.
That night, we focused on the pond. When I arrived, there was a Zodiac boat out.
From the beginning, as detectives worked 16 hours, 7 days a week, searching for Erica,
Got you secure. Coming in.
the Baker family remained hopeful.
That 3 to 4 day span that she had been gone, there was hundreds of people coming out to volunteer. The van tip came through early.
That tip directed attention to Christian Gabriel. Then, in 2004, a confession.
He actually took us to the location where she was struck.
Kettering police say Christian Gabriel hit Erica with his van near this intersection, then drove off with her body.
And that was the first time we actually had a crime scene.
Gabriel has never gone so far as to say where Erica's body is.
Why has he stopped short of that?
Because he is worried about a murder charge, that we will find some kind of evidence that could convict him of murder.
In 2005, Gabriel went to prison for gross abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence. 6 years later, he was released. Over time, the case has changed hands, but detectives have stayed on top of Gabriel. Sergeant Vincent Mason.
I kept tabs on trying to figure out where he was. If I would find some place that I thought that he moved to, I would work for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Kids.
In 2023, Detective Amy Pedro took charge of the case.
Whenever I got this case, 2 days prior, he was actually arrested out in Douglas County, Oregon. He was arrested on an assault and a possession of methamphetamine charge.
Do you think he's talked out west?
I believe he's probably talked a lot of places. And I believe Pam Schmidt, the grandmother, told him this once, that, you know, you can run from this, but you're not going to be able to hide.
Over the years, each one has had the same goal.
You are well invested. Why?
It's not being able to tell Bob I found her. Damn it. Sorry. That was my goal from the beginning, was to help him be able to go to sleep at night. Sorry.
It's something that hangs over your head as an investigator.
With Gabriel not talking, police have been left to look at all possibilities. Over time, EquiSearch Midwest joined the efforts. Revisiting old spots and combing through new territory, they've ramped up the search for her remains just weeks ago, exploring the Huffman Dam area. After 25 years, holding on to hope to find Erica.
If we find her and can't prove nothing else happened, I don't care. We found her. That's number one.
And they say one man still holds the answer.
And I want him to know that he will not live a life of peace until she is found, because we will continue to follow him, we will continue to monitor him, and we'll be right on his heels.
Detective Pedro says this is a very active investigation. From 1999 until now, there have been major strides and advancements in technology, search tools, and forensic evidence. To continue investigating unsolved cases, the state has created a cold case unit. I went to the top, Attorney General Dave Yost, to ask how that unit and the evolution of technology help local law enforcement solve cases like Erica's, making sure these investigations never go cold. That's coming up tomorrow on 2 News at 5. Kelley King, 2 News. And right now on WDTN.com, you can view part 1 of Kelley's story, Remembering Erica Baker, where she talked with Erica's father. You will find that under the News tab.